Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DFS experience for Tuesday, December 12th. This video is brought to you by friends over at Thrive Fantasy, player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFS Chapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. We're gonna start with DraftKings. It's like a 5-game slate. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. The Utah Jazz fucked up my lineup, so I might be still cashing with DraftKings. FanDuel might cash, but Kelly Olynyk is a bum. There used to be a day and age when Kelly Olynyk would start, and he'd be in the optimal or damn near close to it. Now he's a fucking nut licking, he's a ball licking bum. That's what he is right now. The fucking Utah Jazz, they're a fucking disgrace. They need to blow that shit the fuck up. They might be worse than Washington. You know why? Because at least on Washington, you might get Kuzma in the optimal. You know what I'm saying? You might get Gafford in the optimal. These fucking Utah Jazz, they're pathetic, top to bottom. Even the fucking Water Boy's pathetic. Whatever. Let's start with DraftKings. Let's start with point guard Luka Magic. 11-8, fire his ass up. Kyrie's probably going to be out. Going up against the Lakers. He loves playing these LA teams. They like to rise to the occasion. You gotta fire him up. Booker's okay, but I got so many guards ranked higher than Booker for DFS that it's not even funny. I probably played Booker once this season. Booker's okay, 10.4, but he's not even De'Aaron Fox right now. Fire up De'Aaron Fox, 9.6. Don't ask no questions. Curry, Golden State's pressing for a win. I like Curry in this matchup. You're looking for a close game. Maybe you do a little bit of a game stack. If it goes into overtime, you're absolutely near the top. Shit like that. Donovan Mitchell flying under the radar, 9.2. Fire his ass up. Garland's been playing well. Harden is fine. Westbrook is fine. The big four, I don't really fuck around with those guys because I don't want to find out which one went off. I don't want to have the wrong one. It's like whack-a-mole. You pick one, the other one goes off. You pick the other one goes off. No one has time to do that mental gymnastics. You feel what I'm saying? On a 5-game slate, maybe you might need one of them, but don't worry yourself with that right now. Jamal Murray, 7.3, he's fine. Kobe White's fine. Bradley Beal, my man is broken. They need to call him Broken Beal. 6.9, I'm not interested. Get him the fuck off my screen. Chris Paul, he's another fucking one. Broken down. I don't need him. Crippled Paul, I don't need him. No thank you. Drew Holiday, 6.7. Now, hold on. I didn't say he's not a good play. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But when you're injured and you're always injured and you come off the injured list and you play in the game, then you're in the locker room, you're no good to me. I need fantasy points. You can't get fantasy points in the locker room. You feel me? Drew Holiday's fine. Gordon is fine. Actually, Gordon's rates go down with broken Bill back, so be careful with Gordon. Derek White is fine. Reggie Jackson, no thank you. Russell, you could take a shot. Monk, you could take a shot. Exum is good. Got to play Exum while Kyrie's out. Goodwin, you probably don't need. The rest of these guys you don't need right now. Let's go to shooting guard. I don't got time to waste. I'm not gonna be sitting here talking about fucking Keon Ellis and fucking Peyton Pritchard and fucking Corey Giuseppe and Corey Joseph and fucking Corey Lee and Corey Davidson and Corey Bonton and all these other fucking Corys down there. I can't play none of those guys right now, so let's go to shooting guard. Paul George, we just spoke about the big four, so you want to play one of these guys. I prefer Paul George or Kawhi. If you want to play Harden, he might help you win. He might help you lose. Only two things could happen. Jaylen Brown is fine, 7.9. He's okay. 5-game slate, he looks a little bit better to me. Who are we? Strus, okay. Klay Thompson, he's fine. Reeves is Looks like he's back into his groove. He's been sick, so I'll give him a little bit of a pass. Last 5 games, 20, 30, 30, 36, and 35 fantasy points. That's what you're looking for a guy that's 5.8K. You feel me? Great. Herder's in play. KCP, we don't really need. Powell, if you're desperate. Moody, you could take a shot on. And I don't ever play Steph Curry. I'm lying. Seth Curry. Let's go to small forward. Tatum's in play 9.9, too cheap. Fire his ass up. Braun 9.7. Braun is healthy. When he's healthy, you got to play him. DeRozan 8.2. Fire his ass up also. Kawhi. Patty Williams. Wiggins if you're desperate. Kuminga and Barnes if you're desperate. Gorgie Nang if you're looking for value. The rest of these guys I can't touch. Let's go to power forward. AD 9.8. AD been tearing, ripping shit apart lately. You don't really see anything in the media. 57, 60, 52, 50, and 81 fantasy points. You don't really see anything in the media about AD going crazy. But fucking Zion Williamson has 30-something points and 5 rebounds. And they talk about a spectacular performance. What fucking type of crack is the media on? Give fucking AD his flowers. I'll be the first one to rip this son of a bitch when he gets hurt or he goes to the fucking locker room for a tummy ache. My man just had 41, 20, 5, and 4. Then he had 16, 15, 5, 2, and 2. Then he had 27, 15, 1, and 2. Then he had 27, 14, 3. What the fuck? No one talks about it. Man, fire up AD and stop playing on it. Let's stop playing. Let's just stop. Let's stop with the foolishness. Fire up AD. Durant's in play. We spoke about DeRozan. Porter's fine. Draymond is fine. Aaron Gordon, Al Horford, Keegan Murray, they're all fine. Derrick Jones Jr., if he's healthy, you could take a shot. Cyrus, you could take a shot. And right now, I don't need any of these guys down here. Right now. Let's go to center. Jokic, just play him. Sabonis, Vooch. You could take a shot on Vooch. Nurkic. Maybe Nurkic will stay out of foul trouble in this one. There's no real, big time scoring bigs to put him in real foul trouble. Clay doesn't drive. Curry drives, doesn't circuit shots. Maybe Curry could get him into foul trouble, but I think Nurkic will be able to stay on the floor more. Fire up Nurkic. But wait a minute. Fire up Nurkic if there's no KD. Is KD's questionable, right? Yeah. You could play Nurkic if there's no KD. If KD is in and Booker's in and Beal is in, you don't want to be playing Nurkic like that. You want to be able to get the most you can out of him. Not just having him out there getting like tip ins and, just shots off the glass and shit like that. You want him to be able to go out there and create for himself. You know what I'm saying? So he'll get those chances with Durant off the floor. Okay, Jared Allen, you could take a shot, no Mobley. Zubac in play. Lively's in play. Looney's in play. And right now, we don't need any of the rest of them. I'm about to go to FanDuel in a hot 30 seconds. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. That's the only way the video is going to grow. If you're struggling to cash, you need help with lineups, you need NBA lineups, you need NHL, NFL, clay shooting, duck hunting, volleyball, cards, spades, cricket, pool. I don't give two fucks. If it's a sport that you can bet on, I got the projections and I got the lineups. Check out my Patreon link in the description. I'll build you your own lineups, or I'll send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. All right, let's go to FanDuel. Let's get in and let's get out. All right, we know who the players are. We know who the player pool is. Let's just breeze through these bad boys. All right, Luka 12-4, fine. Fox, Mitchell, Curry. Curry's a touch too cheap. Looks good on FanDuel. Harden, Garland, Murray, all fine. Kobe White is fine. Derek White, Bradley Beal, Drew, Russell, D'Angelo, that is, he's fine. Westbrook, Exum is fine at 6.1. Monk, 5.6. All right, stops right there. Stops at Malik Monk. Shooting guard, Booker, 10.7. You're going to need a lot of points from him. Remember that. Paul George, 8.5. That looks good. Jaylen Brown, 8.2. He's fine. Reeves, 6.4. He's okay. 5-game slate is what you got to remember on a 5-game slate is that players are allowed to be a touch overpriced. Don't even worry about it. Clay, Monk, Herder, all in play. Braun 10K too cheap. KD too cheap. But if KD's not 100% healthy, I'm not playing him. Jason Tatum's too cheap, 9.8. Fire him up. Kawhi, DeMar's fine. Patty Williams, 5.7. He's fine. Keegan Murray, 5.6. Kuminga, you could take a shot on. Wiggins, you could take a shot on. Norman Powell, if you're desperate. Cam Reddish, if you're desperate. Taurean Prince, he plays good once every 3 weeks. Be very careful. Let's go to power forward. AD 11.3, too cheap. He has 80-point upside, so he's too cheap at 11.3. Sabonis, 9.7. You could take a shot on him. Porzingis, 7.9. Draymond, all priced appropriately. Jared Allen is fine, 6.9. Sarich, if you're desperate. Can't play anyone else after that. Looking unless we get real value, which I don't think you're gonna get, might have to go balance on these lineups because if you try to go stars and scrubs, and you try to play the Corys on the bottom of the fucking Corey Joseph of the world on the bottom of your the player pool, you're gonna fucking lose. Unless Jokic or AD goes for 90, you feel me? Jokic, Vooch, Nurkic, Zubac, Lively. Horford is back to the bench, so you probably don't need him. Looney, if you want to be cute. That's about it. Look, 5-game slate, but player pool's real tight, real focused, and real concentrated. Hopefully, we get a few value pieces that would give us alleviate some of the pressure, so we can get to a couple of the spend ups. But what I always say, just put your dummy lineup in, wait for the news, be patient, and then let the news build your lineup for you. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Hope you guys had a profitable weekend and a profitable Monday. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need lineups for any sport. And I'll talk to you later. Ciao.